Week 19 of the 2023-24 NBA season is over, which means it's time to run it back. This is Run It Back, NBA Week in Review. I'm Jose Salviati, editor at thePeachBasket.net. This is the show where we recap the week that was in the NBA and then highlight the marquee matchup for the week to come. And the week to come has a big marquee matchup. Stick around and hear a little bit about that near the end of the show. We'll start with the only objective overall top 10 NBA power rankings anywhere. You can read more about how we get to these rankings and see the entire list at thePeachBasket.net. Let's take a look at the top 10 after week 19. The New York Knicks start us off at number 10, dropping 2 spots after a 1-2 week in week number 19. The Milwaukee Bucks jump up into the top 10 at number 9 after a perfect 4-0 week. It looks like the Bucks have figured out how to play defense. The number 8 team after week number 19 are the Sacramento Kings. They had a 2-2 week and moved up a spot. Staying at number 7 in week 19 are the New Orleans Pelicans. They were also 2-2 in week 19 to hold on to the number 7 spot. The Cleveland Cavaliers had a pretty good 3-1 week in week 19 to hold on to number 6. The Los Angeles Clippers didn't have quite as good a week, finishing 1-2 in week 19, but that was good enough to hold on to the number 5 spot overall. The Oklahoma City Thunder dropped 1 spot to number 4 after going 2-1 in week 19. Now, 2-1 isn't that bad. So how did they drop? Well, it's because the defending world champions and suddenly very hot Denver Nuggets had a perfect 4-0 week, and they moved up a spot to number 3. The top 2 teams stay the same. It's been this way for a while. The Minnesota Timberwolves had a 2-1 week and remain on the heels of the number 1 team. That team is, once again, the Boston Celtics. The best team in the association had another perfect 2-0 week to stay at the top of the power rankings. That's the objective top 10 list for week number 19. If you want to see where all 30 teams land this week, please visit thePeachBasket.net. Now let's shift our focus to the players. These are the best to do it by average in week number 19 of the 2023-24 NBA season. These are the best by average in shooting, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals, points, and game score. In short, the best to do it in week 19. The points leader was Luka Doncic. Luka played 4 games in week 19 and averaged a really good 36.3 points per game to lead the association. After taking a week off from leading this category, Steph Curry is back. He led the entire association with 5 3-point field goals made on average over his 4 games played. The best shooter, best in total field goals made after week 19, was Luka Doncic for the second week in a row. Doncic averaged 13 field goals made to lead the league. We'll hear from him again. Jusuf Nurkic played 3 games in week number 19 and averaged 15 rebounds over that span to lead everyone. Domantas Sabonis was the best offensive rebounder. He played 4 games over week 19 and averaged 5 offensive rebounds. DeAndre Ayton played 2 games and averaged 11.5 defensive rebounds to lead everyone in week 19. The best facilitator of the week in the association was Tyus Jones, and it was no fluke. Jones played 4 games, averaging 12 assists over that span to lead the NBA. For the 3rd week in a row, and get used to it, Victor Wembanyama led everyone in blocks per game. He averaged 4.7 blocks for the week. Matisse Thybulle was the best NBA thief over his 4 games played, averaging 3.3 steals. Finally, the most productive player taking into account points, rebounds, steals, assists, turnovers, etc. The most impactful, the most productive player for week number 19 was once again Luka Doncic, second week in a row. He finished with a very good game score of 33.2 to lead the association. Looking ahead to week number 20. I told you there's a great marquee matchup, and I'm not lying. We have a great battle, which might very well be a 2023-24 NBA Finals preview. On March 7th, Thursday, The Boston Celtics travel to Denver to take on the defending champion and very hot Denver Nuggets. That's going to be a really, really good game. Good teams right now are ramping up. You're seeing more players play games. You're seeing less players take time off. You're seeing the good teams kind of bubble up and get hot right now. These are the games that matter. Teams with championship aspirations are starting to ramp up because things are getting serious in the NBA, and it doesn't get any more serious than the defending champion Nuggets hosting the best team in the association this season. Arguably, no one can argue that, is what I'm trying to say. The Boston Celtics. That's going to be a fun game. We may host a watch party, watching and commenting on that game. I wish I could commit to it. I can't, but please add us on X at thePeachBasket_ to learn more about that watch party and hopefully join us if we do host it. That's it. Week 19 of the 2023-24 NBA season is in the books. Join us again next week after week number 20 when we once again run it back.